Thank you, Damien. I'm sure that the elements of social media communications have done more damage to your prospective future employers out there than anything I might say. Now, if social media is the adult means by which we play show and tell, then who better to defend it than charismatic self-promoter and social butterfly, Shivani Pillai. She has been a barrister since 2000 and practices predominantly in criminal law. Like Justice Lasry, this is not the first time she has addressed the Monash Great Law in debate, having previously argued against the proposition that immigrants need to fit in with Australian culture. She lost. Shiv is massively into stationery, is recently back from Colombo and updated her Facebook status 7 times during the Cricket World Cup final. She is an avid consumer and creator of media content, and as you're about to discover, a passionate advocate. Please make very welcome my Facebook friend and my actual friend, Shivani Pillai.
Let's just take a nanosecond out here. The sky hasn't fallen in. World War III hasn't happened in cyberspace. 5.4 applications such as Facebook and Foursquare haven't caused a global traffic jam. G8 protesters are still congregating and speaking freely without and far before free speech in social media. And a little birdie told me that the Kardashian reality chicks are still twittering away harmlessly in the Hollywood Hills. Twitter flash, there's a social revolution going on out there, and it's exciting and it's exhilarating. It's not like being in jail. As for the Red Cross employee, Mr. Brockhart, I just happen to be on a Red Cross executive committee for the Humanitarian Department of the Red Cross, and I'm having a massive night tonight. And later, I'm going to the silent disco in my private jet. Nothing wrong with that. That's Facebook. And we are allowed to express our opinions. We are allowed to have a party. We are allowed to know what the party is on the other side of the world. And I'll talk parties in a minute. It's not permanent. Things can be posted on internet sites like MySpace, Facebook, Twitter, and just as instantaneously as they're posted, they can be removed. Of course, the damage may be done, but there are implications. And what we say is that it's good to have public debate, it's good to have an opinion, and it is regulated, remarkably, but it is. We say that free speech in social media is meritorious, not mad. It is reaching out for a social ideal, and an ideal in a world that is heading towards globalisation, unity and socialisation. Ideal. It is informative. It is D, democratic. It is E, entertaining. It is A, altruistic. And it is L, leading us into the new age of communication. It is the way of the future, and as I've said, it is regulated, albeit tweak by tweak. As for our team, Liberty, as her name will suggest to you, will talk about freedom of speech and all its merits, and she'll also be taking the Middleton line, that is, Pippa Middleton. You have heard this, she's got married recently. His Honour, the Honourable Justice Lasry, will introduce a radical proposal for the law courts. Tweak that. Free speech, by definition, is free. Social media, by definition, is social. The way I see it, it's like going to a massive cocktail party in cyberspace and being able to mingle with anyone, including the top 5 Twitterers in the world. Guess who? 1, Lady Gaga, with 10 billion followers. 2, Justin Bieber. 3, Barack Obama. 4, still there, hanging on, Britney Spears. And 5, reality social chick, Kim Kardashian. And she's described as an entrepreneur, an executive businesswoman, and a perfume star. So you learn something every day on social media. Of course, there is the party up the road if you don't fancy that party. The party with Obama, the Dalai Lama, and possibly Osama. So, yes, there are risks. There may be the party goer who accidentally has a gigabyte or too much, and meandering home accidentally posts on a billboard a naked picture of her favourite football team captain happened well before there was free speech in social media, and there are ramifications, just as there are in free speech in social media. Getting back to the idea of the ideal, it's informative. Free speech involves the dissemination of information that may even be life-saving. First, you can think of the example in Japan where the tsunami occurred, informing people where to go and what to do. Secondly, the earthquake in Christchurch, notifying victims. Thirdly, they did in Mumbai with the attacks as a tracing device, notifying people where their loved ones were. It's informative in situations such as in Iran, where traditional media broke down and the government stopped and had a crackdown on foreign journalists. Facebook was instrumental in voicing to the world what was happening in the crisis in that country. D, democratic. It gives people a voice, those who normally wouldn't have a voice. And I'm talking about the Arab Revolution. Egypt, Libya, Syria. There, people who claim to be oppressed have had a platform by which to inform the world and those around them that they were under oppression and could make protests. E, entertaining. Okay, so there are some tweets that are boring. You might not want to know what someone had for breakfast, and you might not want to know that it's good morning and I got up this morning, unless of course it's Osama I should say, or unless it's of course Gaddafi's brother. But the reality is, it's entertaining, and you don't have to watch or listen. You can just click to get on and click to get off. A, altruistic. It's free and accessible to everyone, regardless of their financial background, provided they have access to the internet. Isn't that fabulous? I just think it's amazing. And that means that in a world where media, that is industrial media, is largely governed by the ideals and ideas of a corporate entity, people have a voice and can post their opinion and access media and learn about media, which to me is a meritorious ideal and far from mad. L, leading. It is leading us into a new world of globalisation and unity. There are, and it's been indicated at 600 billion, I thought it was 500 million, but 500 million Facebook users from 190 countries in the world. 80% of young adults use social networks, according to Forrester research, and over 500,000 senior citizens jump on every day. It's phenomenal. Personally, I'm a regular Facebook user, as indicated by Mr. South. One of my Facebook friends is Barack Obama. However, if I don't wish to agree or see Mr. Obama's tweets, I can delete Barack. I simply, with the click of a button, can delete him. And this is called self-regulation. There's self-regulation where users can choose what they read and what they see. There's regulation by the website. For example, Facebook has a statement of rights and responsibilities, and they prohibit or stop bullying, intimidating, harassing, posting pornographic images, nudity. The implications are that your site or your profile is terminated, and of course there are consequences. Consequences thirdly in law. Nick Rewalt, England football captain, may seek defamation. A Melbourne academic recently sought an intervention order which was settled out of court for posts that she didn't approve of. There are criminal sanctions, threatening, harassing, bullying, sexual harassment. Offensive speech and information has occurred time and time before there was ever social media. There are implications. This doesn't make it, the fact that it's been said that it's permanent. I argue quite the contrary. Just as instantaneously as information is put out there, it can be removed. Well, what I say to you, members of the audience, is that social media is integral to the future, and it's fantastic. It's brilliant, in fact. I experienced on the weekend a world without social networking because my iPhone died. A world without free speech in social media. That's mad.